So I know you've seen a lot of my posts and I talk about how to exercise around knee pain and find different movements or variations that you can still exercise safely and achieve your health fitness goals without pushing through some kind of pain. And with me in the past, having some knee pain and again, been doing a great job modifying movements, getting around and feeling the best I've ever felt, I guess, from a function standpoint. Knees don't hurt, able to run, able to trail run, able to lift without any restrictions. But it's kind of interesting because you get yourself into certain positions and all of a sudden you'll feel that pain again. So for me, sometimes if I set up for certain exercises and I go down quickly into kind of a lunge and drop down to the ground, I kind of make sure I take my time and lower down. Some of those will bother me. Or also it's getting onto specifically getting onto the assisted, the pull-up machine, hate to admit, at Planet Fitness, right, where I work out right now, but it requires, for me, if I set up in there, it's almost like a dip bar setup here, I have to step to the side and up, and what I was noticing as I would step up to the side and pull myself up with that right leg, that knee would hurt, okay? So instead of just staying away from that completely, I thought to myself, how can I implement some kind of exercise to improve the position of my knee, to really troubleshoot and figure out how I can get around that, right? Because there's no reason I shouldn't be able to step up to the side and to get up. It was only about a 8 to 10 inch platform then to get up to the handles for the pull-up. So what I thought to myself is, what if we implement some kind of lateral step up in there? If I work on reinforcing good positioning, because if we look at just my motion, obviously this is more exaggerated. It was not this high, it was about half this height. But what I was doing was stepping up onto that from the side. You can see the position of my leg. I have this angle here, ankle, knee, up towards the hip. Anytime my knee typically, not so much anymore, but initially early on, and then as I found out with this get onto this pull-up, anytime my knee was tracking inside here, and I was trying to pull out like that and to get my body weight over to that side, that knee immediately would almost feel weakness and give out, okay? So what I did was work on lateral step-ups, which is almost the same exact movement, but then I'm really working on getting into a better position, a more aligned position like this. And that lateral step up is a very good advanced variation for knee pain, because if we look at the step up as we drive up, look at the position of my leg. As I come back down, my body wants to go, watch. If I let my body go with that leg, I lose position and alignment of this limb. Okay, so I'm losing control, I'm losing my support and my stability, and I'm just falling down. But why I like this lateral step up and why I do this in my weekly routine now is because if I focus on always pulling, you see my leg, the alignment of my leg is always staying there. If I keep that position, come up, sit back, I can lower back, and I can come down. I'm stepping off to the side still, but I'm maintaining the integrity of this alignment, okay? So that is something that has allowed me to build up a good strength in this lateral or frontal plane, going more side to side motion than just forward, backward, step up. And initially what I had to do was actually add a dumbbell on here. I noticed that holding dumbbells like this caused me to really overly load and lean forward through that knee, kind of jutting out towards the toe. So what I did was add a dumbbell into the goblet position, and I could really sit back. So I'm in more of a, see from here, I'm in more of a sitting back into a hip dominant position. My upper body is leaning more than my knee is coming over past the toe. So initially, I knew when I started with the dumbbells, it didn't feel great. I knew I could manipulate this a little bit to be better for me at that time. So then from there, I add that dumbbell into the goblet position, and then I still sit back, lower to the side, and prevent that collapse inward. But now at the point where able to load with dumbbells, because I was able to work through that, build some good strength and stability around the joints to just maintain the integrity of the position of the knee. Okay, so I think that lateral step up is a great advanced variation for those of you with knee pain, but always respecting the process, taking it one step at a time, working on regaining stability, teaching yourself how to get into proper positions first, and then going into more of a lateral based movement where you have to really control the position, because now your body weight is coming over and it's really kind of pulling that knee in to maintain the alignment of the knee.